Good morning and welcome to the channel where we are happy, joyous, and free. If you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you. Those who have been suiting up and showing up for some time now, thank you so much. I welcome you back. One of the things that I've noticed in one of the groups here locally, it's right above the door, a big banner that says, "How important is it?" When I first saw the banner, I thought, okay, what that means to me is don't make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, the other one that I've heard that I really like is don't be pole vaulting over mouse turds. So that was the meaning that I got from how important is it. Like, don't make such a big deal. It's not that important. There's a lot of things that I can apply that to in my life. Something very simple that I'm obsessing over, and it really is not that important. You know, a year from now, will it be bothering me? Probably not. So it's really not that important. You know, that's one way of looking at how important is it. Don't make a big deal out of something that's really not that important. And I'm guilty of that, don't get me wrong. I think everyone is guilty of that in one way or another. But I found that the more that I looked at that phrase, how important is it? It's a rhetorical question that you ask yourself, how important is it? You know, when I'm debating something and the person that I'm debating with doesn't agree with me, you know what that's like. It's my mission to make them understand my point of view and then them finally go, oh, okay, I get it now. Which never, ever happens. So in that respect, that's a perfect example of a time to say, man, come on, how important is it? Is it so important that you're willing to sacrifice your serenity over that? No, it's not. You have your opinion, they have theirs, move on. You wouldn't believe how many people I've seen lose friends over little stupid arguments like that. How important is it? That's a good question to ask yourself. How important is it? Now, before we just wrap that up, that whole thought process, let's think about another way of looking at how important is it. You put the word recovery before it. Recovery, comma. How important is it? That's a very good question to ask yourself. You know, when we're just starting to come around, just getting involved in the program, we're desperate. They call it the gift of desperation. And during that gift of desperation, we're willing to do anything to stay sober because of the amount of pain and agony and, you know, feelings of guilt and all of those things that we experience while drinking. That's what motivates us to be involved in recovery. But once we get involved in recovery, there comes a time when we're feeling so much better and we back off a little on recovery. Maybe do just 2 meetings a week or 1 meeting a week. It becomes less important. I've got a bunch of people in my home group this month that are celebrating anniversaries, and 3 of them have over 40 years of sobriety. How important do you think it is to them? They have been placing importance on recovery for over 40 years. And we get, you know, a couple of years of sobriety and start, I'm doing fine now. My recovery has to be a priority. It has to be the most important thing in my life. And the reason that is because without my sobriety, without my recovery, I'm doomed. Everything else that I place importance on, my family, my loved ones, my career, my serenity, my peace of mind, all of that is just going to disappear if I pick up a drink. So when I lose that level of importance of my recovery, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And so somehow I have to keep it of utmost importance. Well, one of the things that I've found very helpful in keeping my recovery, a priority, is to have people in my life that are looking to me for answers. They're looking to me for a way to live sober. Now, I'm talking about sponsorship, but not just sponsorship. Just being at a meeting is showing the newcomer how you stay sober, Sharing in meetings, talking about what you've been through, but what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. So how important is my recovery? It's number one. I don't ever want to lose this. I don't ever want it to fade. I don't ever want to have to give up my family, my career, my loved ones, my serenity, and my peace of mind. All those are gifts. Those are gifts of recovery that were given to me by the grace of God. Maybe you've heard the expression, anything I put above or before my recovery, I better be willing to give it up. And that's the truth. If recovery is not the highest priority in my life, then I'm putting those other things above or before my recovery. And that spells trouble for this alcoholic. So, how important is it? Above all, it's the most important thing in my life. I hope that you guys are seeing just how important your recovery is. All the things that you've gained will disappear without it. All of the things that you lost because of recovery will return tenfold. Take it from me. I've tried it. It never gets any better out there. Never once have I heard somebody come back from a relapse and say, man, that was fantastic. That was a great time out there. No, because it always gets worse. So try to maintain that level of priority for your recovery, because it really and truly is the most important thing that you can do. I really care about you guys, and I want you to succeed. Stay on top of your recovery. It's the most important thing that you could possibly do in your life. So you guys, you have a great day, and wow, huh? There's some real beauty back there behind me. Hey, I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.